Hey, it's Robert here from Robert C. Brown Online. That's robertcbrown.online. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are in the world today. And today's training is going to be short, sharp, and to the point. It's all about training your mind for peak performance. You ready for this? Before we get stuck into the meat of the training, I'd like to invite you to come on over to robertcbrown.online, where I'm going to be talking about all things performance related. So if you're into all things performance related, get yourself along there and we're going to have some fun together. Now, whether it be personal, whether it be business, just everything that makes you tick, how to make it tick even better for yourself and to improve your results in all areas of life and business. That's what it's all about. So join me over there, as I've said, if you will, and get on my private email list and we can dig much deeper on all of this sort of stuff and have some real fun, as I've said. Okay, so back to this specific training. It's entitled Training Your Mind for Peak Performance. Here we go. Now, firstly, I want to start out by saying that I decided to make this training actually in response to something that I saw that Tony Robbins had actually put out online about the very same topic. And look, in lots of ways, I agree with what he's got to say, but I also have to say that I've got my own take on this, and I'd like to share my views on it with you, because I think there may be some value in that for you. And firstly, touching on some of the stuff he mentioned that I absolutely know to be true. You see, your brain was not created to keep you happy. It's going to look to keep you safe no matter what happens. That's its primary function. So what this basically means is that your default setting, everybody's default setting, is actually kind of tailored towards doing things that are safe, and that keeps you out of harm's way. But unfortunately, that's not the way the world in which we live is actually structured. It's not the way things work. And you need to get a grip of that fact if you really want to excel in any field of endeavour and in any area of your life and business, then you're going to have to take some risks at some stage. Unfortunately, that's the rub. That's the way it works. No way of getting around it, I'm afraid. That's just the way it works. You see, you can't play safe and have all of these things that I know you want for yourself and all of these things that you're most certainly capable of until you get over the fear of actually trying to get there. You see, the fear of taking the initial action to get the ball rolling, to get the momentum started, and start moving in the direction of all of your goals and all of your dreams, all of those aspirations I know you have. I mean, what's stopping you right now? Let me ask you that. Good question, right? What is stopping you right now? Think about it for a moment. Now, if you've got the answer to that, then great, because you can set about sorting it out, dealing with it and moving yourself forward to bigger and better things. But if you don't know what the answer to that question is, then honestly, I encourage you to take some time right now and just consider that. Just consider it deeply for a moment or two. Because coming up with the answer to that question is the first step to getting over the fear that's stopping you from moving forward with your life. And once you recognise what's triggering it, once you recognise what's standing in your way and stopping you from moving forward, well, you can deal with it, right? Of course. You see, it's the unknown that's the difficult part. When you're scared to move forward, but you actually don't know why. That's why getting a handle on this is so important. So if you're there right now, spend some time in quiet contemplation. Think about it and figure what it is right now that's got its foot on the brake of your life and stopping you from moving forward. You see, fear is a major emotion in how you feel, and it will also dictate the actions you take in any and every area of your life and business. So you need to get that handled, whatever it takes. And I mean it, whatever it takes, you have to get that handled. So are we agreed? I mean, life's short, right? So what if you could just instantly make the decision not to be stressed and not to be unhappy? Just make that choice, because you know what? Both of those states are a choice. Everything is a choice. Everything comes from a thought, a belief, a feeling, and an action. And the action is the choice. So again, what you need to do is start to communicate to yourself differently about how things affect you. Get over the fear. So if something's scaring you to death right now, reframe it so that at the very least you now feel neutral about that same stimulus. At least get to a point where you can take some action, where you've neutralized it enough to take some action in the direction that you actually want to travel in. You see, you can make fear appear smaller in your perception so that you can take some action, whatever it takes to get you moving forward, because that's the key. You see, you can make fear smaller in your perception so that you can actually take some action. Listen, whatever it takes to get you moving forward, because that is key. It's taking that action and moving yourself forward. And with that forward momentum comes the strength and the courage to go further, go faster, go bigger, and then you become unstoppable. You see, the good news is that as much as a thought can put you in a state of unhappiness and stress, it can, at the same time, change your experience instantly and put you into a state of happiness, contentment, productivity, of being energized, motivated, passionate, and all of the things that are good things to feel and live your life by. See, the great thing about being a human being is that we're also spiritual beings. And in fact, we are first a spiritual being and second, a human being. We are just in fact actually a spiritual being having a human experience in a physical world that we think of as our reality. Now, I'm going to talk much more about that in other training sessions, but before I close this out, because I don't want to go on too long, I'm going to give you 3 tips to move on with, and then I'm going to close the training. Number 1, get yourself around positive stimulus in the form of people, events, and wherever there is an abundance of positive energy. Wherever that is, you need to get yourself there, around it, and soak it in. Absorb it, because it will do you nothing but good. Number 2, maintain a level of performance by regulating your exposure to negative stimulus and maximize your exposure to positive stimulus so you don't keep peaking and dropping, but maintain a consistent level of performance. And similarly, when you're setting goals, before you actually reach the realization of a goal or the achievement of a goal, move on and start going towards your next goal, the next stage. Because if you don't do this, and this is something that Anthony Robbins mentions as well, he works this system because if you get to a goal and achieve that goal and you don't immediately move on, you'll drop from that peak. And then you have to pick yourself up all over again and gain momentum all over again. So it's really a good idea just before you're achieving a goal to start moving towards another goal at the same time. And that way you get inspired, motivated, enthusiastic about the next stage, the next goal, and the next big achievement in your life and business. And that'll keep you peaked. It'll keep your energy up and really keep you going at peak performance. And number 3, learn to stretch yourself outside of your comfort zone. Don't play safe. Don't be less than you can be. Don't play that game. When you're scared to do something, but you know it will make a massive difference to you, if you do it, then just do it. Do it without hesitation and you'll be massively successful. Okay, well that's it from me today, short and sweet. I hope you've enjoyed this training. If you have, by all means get yourself across to robertcbrown.online. Once again, that's robertcbrown.online. Get yourself on my private email list, as I've said before, and we'll dig much deeper into this topic and everything surrounding the topics of personal and business development. Listen, it's an absolute passion for me and a pleasure to do this type of stuff, and I'm sure it's a passion for you too. It's been a pleasure today. Keep checking into my stuff. Keep coming to visit me, and I'll speak to you very soon. Take care. Hey, it's Robert here. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you've really enjoyed it. If you've enjoyed this, then please subscribe to this channel and come back and see many more doing these things all the time. And if you want to know when the next one comes up, click the little bell and you'll get a notification each and every time we've got a new video up there for you to have a look at. And the other thing is, I nearly forgot. If you love everything to do with personal development, business development, and just getting yourself into a peak state, then you're going to want to get over to my free webinar training, which is going to show you exactly the steps to take to overcome any inner barriers that are stopping you from achieving in life and business right now, and exactly what to do to get that put right and start living the life of your dreams, starting right now. Sounds like a tall order? Promise you, you can do this stuff. Get across to my webinar training. The link is in the description below this video. I hope to see you there. And at the very least, I hope that you click the bell. I hope you subscribe to the channel. And I hope to see you back here again soon. Take good care.